Hey there, people of the internet. It is Pongo here, and this is our first big video outside, or my first big video outside. So, yeah, recently we just uploaded the third episode in season 2 of Tales of Pongo. Bet you guys missed that series, huh? My exploits, my adventures. It's back with an all new storyline. Reason why it took so long to post a new episode is because if you remember from the hiatus video, we ran out of storylines. I mean, we already went to the alternate dimension, World War III had ended. I suppose we could have done an episode 3 on World War IV, but this storyline we put was much more interesting. So we decided to go to this universe here, the new canon verse, as we call it. The current state of the channel, and see what's going on with production. Now, if you saw the episode, you know that production right now is a mess. A big, flopping mess. Now, oh, that's not actually what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Today, we are going to do the promised video of comparing Rey and Ahsoka Tano. Or should I say Rey Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano, just to wave a middle finger in the haters' faces. Rey Skywalker. Or, Rise of Skywalker is canon. Rey Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker is canon. Rey Skywalker. Or, Rise of Skywalker is canon. F you. Rise of Skywalker is canon. Rey Skywalker's later. Okay, I think I made my point. So, this video may or may not have the like and dislike count disabled. If we feel that people are going to react strongly to this, we will disable it, or I will disable it. As part of the new Ratings Disablement Act of 2020, we are required to disable ratings. Now, the legislature has recently passed that. YouTube School has passed that. It went through Joanna Gold. She approved it, signed it into law. And, yeah. That's to protect against dislikes. Now, you may view this as an infringement on your freedom of speech and stuff. And we don't like to infringe on freedom of speech. But this must be done. I'm sorry. It must be done because somehow a troll, well, or a hater, has started disliking our videos. One of the last straw was the I'll make an attorney out of you final film version. Now, we spent so long, so hard making that preview. The moment we saw a dislike on the song, I got furious. Yes, the policy was kind of my fault. I told Joanna Gold about what happened, and she resolved to call a meeting with the legislator, and that act was the result. Now, I'm a director, and directors typically do not like their hard work landed in the mud. I can only imagine what J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson feel right now, having their movies slandered and stuff. And even having a rumor about the trilogy being erased, which I found out recently will not happen. Sorry, haters. It will not happen. It's all fake news. Fake news. Okay, it's one day till July 4th, Independence Day. We have a special treat tomorrow for Independence Day. But without further ado, let's get down to the comparison. We will start with Rey, because I'm a Disney show. Let's go. So, Rey, now known as Rey Skywalker, or Rey Solana in the original, better version of Episode 9. Yes, it's kind of hypocritical of me to say that. I mean, we thought Rise of Skywalker was best Star Wars movie. Go ahead, attack us. We'll disable the comments. Go ahead. And, Colin Trevorrow's Duel of the Fates was much better. We read over the script and it blew our minds. I actually had one of my cadets in my other school read it, and they said they were blown away by it. If Duel of the Fates became a movie, it would have crushed the hate forever. Forever. Say goodbye to the Phantom Menace, you are now dissolved. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And the Cold War still rages. All because Colin Trevorrow got fired because of creative differences. But, right. Arguably one of the most hated characters of the franchise. We actually thought she was pretty cool. Well, began as a scavenger girl on Jakku, who is apparently the granddaughter of Palpatine, which we still have no idea how that happened. And that actually destroys the Mary Sue theory, and haters are not happy about it. In your face. So, I just love how they dropped the thing in there, the granddaughter of Palpatine in there that explains her powers, and the haters are like, oh no, we don't have the Mary Sue theory anymore. Wait, she's still a Mary Sue. We're gonna continue calling her a Mary Sue because we feel like it. Go on ahead. It's not canon anymore, guys. So, but to be fair, I can actually sympathize with a few of the points the haters have to make. One of the things is that she's an underdeveloped character. Now, you may think that her storyline comes to an end in The Rise of Skywalker, but there are a lot of things that aren't really solved about her. Like, for one thing, the question of which one of her parents came from Palpatine, the mother or the father, and how does that explain them being killed? I mean, I guess Palpatine wanted to get rid of them and stuff, but on to Rey herself, she's underdeveloped. Her character kind of stays stagnant throughout The Force Awakens, and she has some minimal character growth in Last Jedi. In The Rise of Skywalker, she gets serious character development, but it's not really fulfilling. Compared to our next topic, Ahsoka Tano, Rey pales in comparison. Now, no hate to Daisy Ridley. She's an amazing actress who portrayed Rey very, very well, which is why we think she's a cool character. But seriously, I think that had they spent more time developing her story, she would have been a much more better received character. Not to mention that she was able to beat Kylo Ren in a lightsaber duel without formal training in the Force Awakens. What, she can all of a sudden use a lightsaber? Now we try to cover up that fact because it actually proves the haters right, but for this video, it's a fact we can't really ignore. So with that being said and all, Rey is a cool character, but she kind of pales in comparison to our next topic. The next person we're comparing, Ahsoka Tano. Let's go. Ahsoka, on the other hand, originated as a Padawan to Anakin Skywalker in the Clone Wars movie, and had lots of time to develop in the Clone Wars series. Now, we did not actually watch the Clone Wars movie, but we saw a few clips in order to fully make this video. We saw enough Clone Wars clips, and even though and even though Katuni, the Jedi youngling in the Younglings arc, is actually our favorite character in the entire Clone Wars series, Ahsoka is a very awesome character too. She her character constantly develops throughout the series, and while her character generated some negative reaction shortly after the Clone Wars movie due to her initial portrayal as an excessive know-it-all and stuff, she soon grew into a well-rounded character that would be loved by fans and critics alike. And a lot of mainstream media tries to portray Rey as better than Ahsoka, but this is one of the things we disagree with the media on. Ahsoka is a way better character, and this is why. It all has to do with the character development. She's she's committed, sticks by her principles, like Rey in a way. That's how they're similar. But Ahsoka has a lot on her shoulders. She's a character that is more believable in a way. I mean, she's not someone who could all of a sudden wield a lightsaber out of the blue. She has training from Anakin Skywalker, and she has her faults, and her weaknesses, and those are very, very noticeable, and that's what makes her better as a character. Right now, Disney is trying to overuse Ahsoka, and honestly, we'll see where they go with that. I mean, there's going to be a Star Wars Rebels sequel that may or may not have Ahsoka in there. They better have Ahsoka in there. They probably will. And The Mandalorian, which will have Ahsoka in it, played by Rosario Dawson, who, as an actress, generated some controversy. Honestly, I don't know why they couldn't have the original voice actress play Ahsoka. I mean, it would make more sense, but Disney's gonna do what Disney does, I guess. Anyway, she the reason that the thing that separates Ahsoka from Rey is Ahsoka, as I said, had lots of time to develop. She had actually 7 seasons to develop. More like 6, because she's probably most likely not shown in the Lost Missions. Like, we did not watch fully, but we do know that Fives died. Poor Fives. And do we mention how epic Ahsoka's character is in the final season, especially during the Order 66 segment arc, in which spans Shattered and Victory and Death, and another episode forgot the name of. Her character was epic, especially like how she was blocking all those darts like an epic Jedi. No, she hasn't been a Jedi for a long time, but she can still wield her lightsabers like one, and that's because she actually had training from Anakin himself. She and Anakin share a close connection that Luke Skywalker and Rey never really had. I mean, Luke Skywalker, as a Force ghost, had some sort of bond with Rey, but it's not really as strong as Anakin and Ahsoka. I mean, in a deleted Clone Wars arc, which we saw a while back for the final season, Anakin is bitter that Ahsoka got expelled. One of his quotes is, the moment the council had any suspicions of her loyalty, they turned their backs on her. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of the factors contributing to Anakin's fall to the dark side. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because this could be why Anakin slowly grew disillusioned with the Jedi Council to the point where he cut off Mace Windu's hand in the in Revenge of the Sith, and ultimately joined Palpatine, becoming Darth Vader until he was redeemed by his own son, Luke Skywalker, and killed the Emperor Palpatine by throwing him down the reactor shaft, never to be seen or heard from again, until he comes back in the sequel trilogy. Sorry, Anakin. And then he's really KO'd off for real, by Rey, who uses the strength of all the Jedi. I actually am going to do a separate video on that to explain why that Palpatine defeat scene was epic and the true meaning behind Rey's "I am all the Jedi." Now, I feel like that line is misunderstood by fans who think of it as a sign of Rey being OP and stuff, but it's actually given as a hint in there, that the strength of the Jedi is empowering Rey to there. Rey collapses with their life essence gone after Palpatine's defeat and stuff. So Rey saying "I am all the Jedi" does not really destroy Force Ghost lore. I mean, I really think that Force Ghost should have appeared in The Rise of Skywalker. That would have satisfied the fans. There are a lot of Force Ghost edits out there on YouTube, so go ahead and give those wonderful creators some subscriptions. So back to Ahsoka. She is a wonderful character, and I guess Disney is right to overuse her, because not only will that generate a lot of money, it'll also give fans more of their favorite character. Ahsoka is undeniably a well-rounded and imperfect character, which serves to make her character more believable and stuff. Not that Rey's character wasn't believable, but Ahsoka's character is more believable, if you know what I'm saying. Now, if my stance generates a lot of controversy, just let us know what the dislikes, and we'll disable the dislikes and likes to prevent our morale from going down. I guess you guys can argue that we can't stand dislikes, and I guess that's partially true. But all in all, it's for morale reasons, and to cut the cord with whatever troll is disliking our videos. We don't want to give them the satisfaction. So, in conclusion, in comparison between Rey and Ahsoka, which one wins? Which one wins the character development battle? The answer is Ahsoka Tano. Way to go, Ahsoka. Oh, all right. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, ring the bell for future videos, and I will see you all in the next video, whether that be inside or in the backyard. Oh, okay. Hey, bye-bye.